see. I'm gonna go off camera this video. Thank you guys for being here. This is a quick pop in. We're not gonna be here too long. Thank y'all for joining. Let's get into the tea. Okay, it's me, guys. I just want to be off camera if you don't mind. Okay, thank you. Of course, everything said in this video is alleged and in my opinion and is used for fair use and entertainment. All right, we just have a few things. We're gonna go into a Belle Collective clip just to kind of break the ice here. Then we're going to get into the things of the things. All right. So of course you guys know we do cover Belle Collective here. I kind of reviewed some of the other clips. They didn't really catch me. This episode here was giving blah. All right, it was a little snooze fest or whatever. But let's go ahead and get into this one. As you guys know, they've been trying to hook Marie up with somebody else, child, since her nightgown wearing ass ex-husband with his her moist ass is out of the picture now. So she's looking for someone else to fill that void. So they had like a little I don't know, date night or dating game or something for them, speed dating situation for Marie Monroe for Belle Collective. So let's get into that and let's go. Shout out to OMFG Reality TV.
That's for number one. Musician, 44 years old. A James Bond enthusiast with a heart of gold.
Shit about my fan.
Bachelor number two, 28-year-old personal trainer and actor. Despite his impressive physique,
y'all pardon me, I didn't get a chance to restart my internet because when I got off live, my husband was playing live, so it's kind of like right. So now I'm gonna have to start my internet over after this live, okay? And hopefully the next one will run back. I'm not sure what's going on, but
a nerd at his core.
That's me.
Bachelor number 3, 36-year-old visual artist.
Oh.
Bachelor number 4, 34-year-old principal, currently pursuing his PhD.
Okay, now.
Bachelor number 5. 49-year-old aerospace government contractor. Bachelor number 6.
Something new.
39 years old entrepreneur who said that they like to please.
I saw the way that Marie was looking at that dancer when I took her to my godson's gentleman's club. So I just wanted to make sure that she had options.
We're going to start our first round. Bachelor 1, if you were a kitchen appliance, what would you be and why?
I would be the refrigerator so I could keep our love fresh.
This is not Marie's first time meeting Thomas.
Who was that man?
He is a saxophonist. That Monroe is single.
That's right.
Are you ready to mingle?
Yes, I'm single and ready to mingle.
I saw how the sparks was flying, and I hope that tonight is the same.
Bachelor number 2, if your ex is watching this, what would you warn Marie about you?
It'll be a good warning because I'll be the best thing that ever happened to you. In all types of ways.
Okay. Bachelor number 3, if you cheated once and never got caught, are you confessing or taking it to the grave?
It'll probably wear me a little bit, so I'll probably confess it. Hopefully she'll give me another chance.
Okay.
I like that.
Okay.
Bachelor number 4, do you believe in 50-50 or 100-100?
Man is a provider, so that's my job to provide our boys' responsibilities. It's 100-100.
Bachelor number 5, what's the wildest place you've ever hooked up?
My wildest place would be in the woods, in the wilderness.
Welcome to the jungle.
Bachelor number 6, what's something you've done in a relationship that you'd be embarrassed for Marie to know?
I slept with the auntie, the niece, the daughter. And I had to say to mama for that.
Shut your mouth. I called it. I felt it in my spirit. I said it. I was like, Latrice probably got a woman in here. This is Latrice's thing. Like, you forcing women on me. Come on out, Latrice. This is your thing, not mine. The sleeping around with the entire family, the auntie, the sister, the friend, that would be a deal breaker for me. Like,
Ring the bell. Thank you. Marie, you have to choose one more.
Yeah, trust your instinct.
Marie, why are you waiting and making that decision? Can I put these in your hands?
Damn, I'm still stuck on the old girl saying she done slept with everybody on the damn family tree. Like, that's a definite no.
You can smell it.
okay, who brought me?
That's number one. No.
That's number one. The refrigerator.
You have to eliminate someone.
One more. I'm gonna have to pass on the 28-year-old.
You gonna regret it, baby. You gonna regret it big time. Y'all have a blessed one now.
You too. So right now, we're gonna get a 5 to 10 second touch.
Y'all have to remember, I'm here. I'm her daughter now, and I'm here, so I don't want to say nothing.
Bachelor number 3.
Daughter probably shouldn't have been there because if mama is looking for somebody that's going, please her in every aspect, it's going to be some sensual touch and stuff like that. You shouldn't be around when that's going on anyway. So I'm not sure whose idea it was to have the daughter there when they are trying to find the perfect match for Marie, right? Because Marie seems like she's a damn freak. So, daughter, you probably should have excused yourself from this situation right here, talking about you don't want to see nobody rubbing up on mama, because that's exactly what mama wants, is somebody rubbing up on her.
Can you come forward?
You hella thirsty, go get some water. Don't show no mercy, don't even bother. You hella thirsty.
Why you lick your lips for? No lip licking. No lip licking.
Get out of there, daughter.
That's a man that know what he wants, baby. I love that.
That was too much.
Some of the touches is to my liking, and some is a miss. So I had to eliminate. I'm just going off how I'm feeling in this moment, like, cause I can't see.
Let's remove the blindfold. These are your final 2. Well, Marie, go and claim your bachelor.
Don't nobody.
Don't nobody want to be up on the
The contractor, baby, the contractor.
Why the other one look like he could be her son? He look young, don't he?
Congratulations, man. Congratulations. Good job.
Bachelor number 1.
Okay, we're here for it. So we'll see how this works out with Marie and this new guy. Okay, again, daughter, you shouldn't have been there. All right, because Marie trying to be freaky, girl. All right. So let's get into the mess. All right, let's go ahead and get this clip out the way. This Love and Marriage Huntsville clip, as you guys know, Love and Marriage Huntsville does come on tonight. I will be covering part 2 of the reunion, okay? Because it's going to be a hot ass mess, but I will be covering it. So you guys can come on over here for those of you that are still on the blackout and not watching. I do pull the clips because I don't watch, but I watch the clips. So I'll pull the clips as we did last weekend, and we will review them and see what was going on. All right, let's get into it. This is where Tisha and Destiny has this back and forth where Destiny calls Tisha out on a comment she made about either fighting with her or divorcing Marceau. Tisha, she denies it and says that it never was said. Destiny has stood 10 toes down and said that Tisha did say it. It was at Kimmie's house during Jalen's barbecue. Other people were there. She even told where it took place at. It was in the kitchen near the bar. I don't feel like Destiny's lying about this, but of course she said Tisha was drinking kind of heavily, so she could have been drunk when she said it. But let's go ahead and get into this clip.
I don't know if there's a real issue with me, but what Tisha said out of her mouth to me is, I either fight with you or I divorce Marceau. So she chose me.
She's a damn lie.
You did say that.
Damn
You said
lie.
it at Kimmie's house.
Liar.
Absolutely said it at Kimmie's barbecue.
Never, ever.
Let's be clear.
Hands on the Bible right now, girl. You can stop. Don't be lying
You
on
said
me.
that.
Don't be. That's
I put that on my son.
Destiny. I'm telling you, I know
What I lie about?
What you don't lie about?
Tell me
That
one
what
thing.
you just said was a lie.
Besides that, what I lie about?
A bold-faced lie.
That's the truth. I don't know if there's a real issue with
All right, so as you guys can see, that even Carlos was shocked, like, what? Kimmie was even surprised. But Kimmie, it happened at your house. I'm pretty sure you probably heard it, but you don't want to acknowledge that you heard it, right? And Destiny said it wasn't a whispered conversation, it was said out loud. Other people were around. So Kimmie, if you're hosting this at your home, unless she was outside, if it was a barbecue, she could have been outside around the grill or whatever. We don't know, but it did happen at your house, Kimmie. So yes. So let's get into, because you guys do know that Destiny did just do an interview with DJ Richie Sky, and Destiny did go into this particular comment that Tisha made. So we're going to go ahead and get into that. We kind of covered it, but I want you guys to see, since this part of the reunion is coming up on tonight, Destiny, she's standing 10 toes down when DJ Richie Sky brought it up to her to ask, was it really true? Did Tisha really say that? Destiny gave way too many details for her to be lying. So Destiny, pat yourself on the back, because for once, Caramel Rail is agreeing with you. All right, let's get into it. Let's go.
And so I kind of would, I complain about it all the time. I'm very vocal about it. It is what it is. But it's no harm, but it's just my preference. Going into this reunion, there is something that you said about Letitia that she said to you that either she fight with you or she divorced Marceau. Mm-hmm. When she said that, because I speculated about how she said it, what was what can you describe the context?
Yes. It was Jalen's birthday at Kimmie and Reese's house. And I walked in and she was just talking smack. And I was like, we still beefing? We still beefing? Like, what we doing? It was one of those moments. And it was before like the Taco Tuesday and all that stuff. And she said it in that moment. Like, we were all partying, like, having a good time. And so maybe she had that bottle. I don't know. But she don't remember. It was said.
Did anybody else hear, or was it just kind of like between the two of y'all?
I mean, we weren't whispering. Like, we were just standing around the island.
Around the group.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But it was a lot of people there. It wasn't just a group. It was a whole bunch of people there.
Okay. What
possibility someone else could have heard Tisha say that? Maybe Tisha doesn't remember, because Tisha do be drinking. Like, we've seen Tisha several scenes drinking, right? She always has a drink to her lips, kind of like Marceau. Marceau's always drinking as well, but Tisha is always drinking on something. So it's possible that she could have had a few shots or whatever prior to Destiny getting there, because it sounds like Destiny got there to this particular party after it had already started. People were already there. Things had already began. And upon her seeing Tisha, she was trying to break the ice to see where the two of them stood. Is Tisha still mad? Is she going to speak to her or act funky the entire time they're there? Upon them having a conversation, she's saying that Tisha mentioned that either I'm going to fight with you or divorce Marceau. And she says that it was said loud enough for other people to hear. It happened around the island in the kitchen where several other people were standing around. So it's possible that someone else could have heard that if they were in ear's reach of that being said. Maybe Tisha just doesn't remember.
Do you think it would take for you two to get back to, or is it possible for you guys to get back to a place of like, where you guys were before? Is that possible?
I think they go too far, to be honest. Get past the we're gonna move on.
And to be fair, in that moment, just to give grace to someone that I do still care about, like, it was a playful statement when she said it, but to me, it became real because it became real. Like, the direction of, Venom was at me all season. And it's like, is this really what you're doing? And then we get to the end of the season and then here you are. It's interesting having these conversations of your relationship at the end of the season. So, yeah. Anyway, I digress. I feel like if people can be, I hate that word, transparent. I don't want to hear that again. If people can be, their expectations can be realistic. And I don't think we'll ever get back to the same place, because it's just, reality in any disagreements, when they go too far, you don't ever get back to the same place. That's just not realistic. I got friends of 30-some years that we've had our banter. We're still family. We're still friends. We still, ride for each other and all of that. But, you just kind of always have that, like, can I give you my open heart again? Can I?
So it sounds like they can be cordial, but probably not friends like they used to be. Tisha is the type that don't like to forgive, so I don't see she and Destiny getting back to that space that they used to be at. Getting to the next space, this is all over the internet. It's viral now. Martell has spoken. We kind of touched on that in my last video. There are some more slides that I did not get to reference when we initially spoke about it. So let's go ahead and get it all out there. And then I pulled something that's directly related to this. Okay, so let's go ahead and get into it. Of course, you guys can see on my screen, Martell slams Mel as a liar in new post. This follows up his earlier claims against Melody. Okay, Martell has released more posts following his claims that Melody had their children falsely accuse him of abuse and that the case was dismissed. The court documents, we're going to look at that again here. The kids had to, the two oldest kids, Tank and I think Mariah, had to testify against Martell. Coincidentally, the kids had to go home with Martell after that because this is week with the kids. That had to be awkward. We got to get on the stand and testify against daddy to say daddy was maybe hitting us, screaming at us, maybe whipped us, or whatever the case may be. And of course, it's going to be probably weird looks or conversations, or the kids are probably going to be questioned 100,000 times about why this and why that, being that they had to go straight to Martell's house after said court date. So that had to be very, very uncomfortable for them. All right, even to testify against their dad, because that's still their dad. But let's get into it. This is what Martell posted on his stories. Okay, as you guys see, there's Martell. He says, whatever is left of the millimeters detach from evil. Why he put this picture up here without her hair done? Again, Martell is being messy and petty, as he always is. Okay. He says here, Melody Rogers, because y'all know he always referenced her as Melody Holt. So now he's referencing her as Melody Rogers. Melody Rogers lied to the court, stating he slammed our son's head to on the wall. Okay, now I heard this rumor. I'm gonna be honest with you. I heard this rumor. You guys remember the other day when I told you I knew some stuff about what may be going on, but I didn't want to say. That was one of the things that I heard, that it was said that he did jack up Tank and slam him up against the wall, like jack him up. So he's saying that it was a lie, that it did not happen. So I'm not sure what the kids testified in court, but I did hear that. So just to, I can say it now since the shit is out there. I was really trying to hold back because of the kids. This was one of the things that I heard, all right, among other things. But Martell is denying it. The courts did dismiss it, so oh well. He goes on to say, Melody asked the judge to keep my children away from me. I hear that it was said that the kids were to be away from Martell for this long amount of time. She was requesting that, but the courts also denied that as well. Y'all know they already took the kids from him like 56 days, a couple or so years ago, because of abuse claims, but the courts did not do that this time. He says the judge saw right through the lies and he dismissed it. Martell did show the court documents. It definitely was dismissed. All right, here he is again. Martell says, for years, there have been repeated attempts to assassinate my character in the courts and in the public eye. The facts presented, the testimony was heard, and the case was dismissed. Okay, we haven't heard from Martell while y'all know Melody's really been on social media like almost every day, like on her stories, putting different things out there, talking about different things, talking about Martell doing this. The two of them been going at it. All right. As you guys can see here, Martell put the court doc up. We've already went through it, but down here he writes, Melody Rogers been lying. So as you guys can see, order of dismissal, and the circuit judge, Allison Austin, has signed off on it. The 7th day of March. Let's see, court cost is waived. Is that the same thing? Hold on a minute. Okay, let me read that one, because I don't think I read that one. I read the other one. All right. Thank God I ain't on camera, because I got to lean way up because I can barely see it. All right, so order of dismissal. This comes before the court on the 7th day of March of 2022 for a final hearing on the petition for protection from abuse order. Present for the hearing was the plaintiff with her attorney, Caleb Belle, and the guardian ad litem, Marie Cresson, and the defendant with his counsel, Michael Lambert. In open court, the plaintiff requests to voluntarily dismiss the protection from abuse order against the defendant and open review and consideration of the same. It is hereby ordered, adjudged, and decreed that this cause shall be dismissed without prejudice. The ex parte order entered on January 12th of 2022 is hereby dissolved. Court costs are waived. Done this 7th day of March of 2022. And then, of course, again, Judge Allison Austin. So Martell says here that Melody been lying. So I think it was said that Martell had some type of order of protection or something to that effect against him recently or currently. He's saying that it was dismissed back in 2022. He did show the court document. So we got to go with what Martell said. We can't debunk a court document. All right. This doesn't look like something he made up. There's a case number. We can verify that. The judge's name is here, et cetera, et cetera. Okay. All right, let's keep going. Martell says Melody falsely accused him of abuse and adds case has been dismissed, as we read earlier. Let's read his statement here again. Melody Rogers falsely accused me of abuse for the 4th or 5th time. For the 2nd time, she sought a protection order against me involving both her and our children based on lies. Sadly, Melody had our 2 oldest children, which would be Tank and Mariah, testify against me. He says, what hurt my heart the most was hearing things that simply were not true. Melody went all in on this one without thinking about how our children would feel when they had to come back to their father afterwards. So he's just saying here the kids had to testify against him and had to go to his house after this court date. All right. They probably couldn't even look at him in the face after saying what they probably said was probably hard, something very harsh about Martell, and then had to get in the car with him and go home. I know it's probably a silent drive home, and then he probably interrogated the shit out of them when they got home. I hope he wasn't screaming at them and taking his anger out on them for this court situation. Yeah. So the judge heard, he goes on to say that the judge heard all the testimony and reviewed the evidence dismissed. Just like the other false accusations, stop believing every narrative. Some people are more interested in money, attention, and Patreon content than the truth. All right. He says that my focus remains on loving and supporting my children. Ooh, child. All right. This is the one that we looked at earlier in my earlier video today. If you guys didn't get to check that out, you can. After this one, of course, don't leave. In the Circuit Court of Madison County, Alabama, you guys can see here, Melody Holt for minor children. This is the one where the children testified against Martell. Case number is there. Amended final order. This cause came before the court on the 12th day of June. That was yesterday of 2026 for a final hearing on the petition for protection of abuse filed by the plaintiff, Melody Holt, on behalf of minor children on May 22nd, which we just read the other one, 2026. The parties were both present. Melody Holt was presented by her attorney of record, Kentisha Matthews. Defendant Martell Holt was represented by his attorney of record, Lee Daniel. Having considered the testimonies and evidence presented, or tenuous, and upon review of the submitted exhibit and applicable law, it is ordered, adjudged, and decreed by the court that ex parte protection order entered in this case on May 22nd of 2026 is hereby dismissed. So there is no protective order between Martell and the children at this point. As you guys can see, that has been dismissed. During trial in this matter, plaintiff admitted an exhibit, plaintiff's exhibit 1, which was a court order in, and then it gives the docket number or case number for that one. This court has no jurisdiction over that case. So it sounds like another judge overheard that case. They're not trying to touch it because it has absolutely nothing or no relevance to this case that they came to on the 13th or the 12th rather of June. All right, done this 12th day of June, 2026. Tim J. Duthit, which is the court judge or circuit judge who actually solved that case. All right. So you guys see that Martell has released all of this information and court documentation to proof that these things have been dismissed and there is no more. So I do want to say this, Martell, you cannot act like and pretend. And this is not an attack on Martell, but I feel like both, like I said before, both parties are very much so directly connected to these situations because it takes two to argue, fight, etc. Now we know that Martell can be a lot as far as his mouth, as far as him being aggressive, as far as him being angry. We've seen all of that. We've seen the both of them fighting and carrying on national television. We've heard it on social media posts, all of that, etc., etc. But what we like to deal with over here are facts. So I do appreciate Martell for putting the documents up there, okay, because they did give us something to connect legally what was going on here. Now, let's go ahead and get into this. According to the Sun, the U.S. Sun, all right, the U.S. Sun does point out some instances where the children did go through some abuse. So we're not going to completely rule out that the children have been through some things, which is probably why Melody chose to file a motion, petition, or whatever it was with the judge, because this is something that has happened before. We don't live with these people. We don't know them personally. But what we do know is there have been incidences where the children were put in situations to where they did have to be removed from their father for 56 days because of an abusive incident that happened with Tank, where they had to have a guardian ad litem that did step in, and et cetera, et cetera. So let's go ahead and get into this with the U.S. Sun. That kind of breaks down some things that the children did go through and what's been going on since 2022, well, really 2021, all the way up until now. All right, so it says, even though the ex's divorce was initially finalized in 2021, they went back to court the following year to modify their custody agreement. Although everything was thought to be resolved, Melody filed a new petition in July of 2023 to modify legal custody and the visitation schedule, mainly due to Martell's alleged mental and emotional abuse of the minor children. Let's keep going. Let me put up my trigger because this is getting ready to get a little iffy. We want to put the info out there because we don't want to completely rule out that the children have not experienced and or seen things or went through some things while in the care of Martell. So Martell, thank you for going to get certain things dismissed, but let's not forget the children did experience some really, really bad things while in your care. So we do want to point that out, and we do want to make this thing fair across the board. All right, let's go ahead and finish. All right, now in the filing obtained by the U.S. Sun, the Behind Every Man host, which is Martell, claimed his or her ex continues to use corporal punishment that is excessive and abusive towards the minor children, including but not limited to choking, grabbing, punching the minor son, hitting all the children, pulling and twisting them. Did y'all get that? Okay. It says that the father has refused to follow the court order as he has stopped therapy between him and minor son. It was ordered that Martell goes to therapy with Tank to rebuild their relationship after that incident where he hit Tank with, I think it was a back scratcher or something like that, and drew blood, where the courts had to step in, remove the kids for 56 days, and a guardian ad litem was assigned to the children. The filing continued by saying that the father continues to incorporate corporal punishment in the minor children, I'm sorry, that they only want to see their father if he will stop hitting them. Okay. She also said that he exhibited behavior that has been negligent and unstable and has shown a lack of proper parenting when it comes to his care for the minor children during his custodial times. In addition, she gave examples of some of his threats, including reportedly saying he will knock them out. My God, and y'all know Martell is a weightlifter. Apart from being concerned about the children's mental well-being, she says that, she said that she's concerned about Martell's mental stability since he continues to relocate, has violated previous court orders, and has even threatened to distribute a SEX tape, which we know he did go to jail for that, the Revenge P, y'all remember that the parties created during their marriage. Given all this, she requested the court only allow him daytime visits with the kids until he enrolls in therapy and anger management. All right. Of course, here Martell fires back. Martell responded to Melody's filings 4 months later in November and also filed a counterclaim against her. So this has been going on for quite some time, right? We just came from 2021. We're in 2026. They are still fighting. Instead of addressing the motivational speaker's specific corporal punishment claims, he instead claimed that she is the one who willfully and contemptuously violated the order by spanking the minor child, ML, which age 3, which would have been Sugar Mama, okay? Goes on to say that he also said that she filed the modification in bad faith and with unclean hands, explaining that she has continuously frivolous, untruthful motions so that she may be in control of all decisions regarding the minor children. The OnStar goes on to accuse Melody of violating their agreement of not filing or filming rather their children and also posting them on social media. Now we have seen you posting knocks on social media. So to say your children cannot be posted on social media, but your other children can. And the reason that you gave is because you wanted to protect them from people on social media and let them have a private life. What about Knox? He's also your child. And what's good for the goose is good for the motherfucking gander. If one child can't film, the other should not be able to as well. He claimed that her bringing them into the spotlight has financial gain since she believes that it is in the best interest of the children to be filmed as it would provide them economic opportunities, right? So he felt like because she has the children, maybe if the children are making money by filming, she's not going to split send money. So now I don't want them to film it all. That's what it sounds like, right? If the kids are getting paid for appearances on the show, if Melody is putting it into an account that he maybe per se doesn't have access to or can't get money out of, then maybe I don't want the kids to film, but I'm going to tell the world that I don't want the kids to film because, you know, I want my kids to be private. I want them to be kids and not be in the spotlight. In their December response, Melody denied his frivolous accusations in reference to the spanking and asked for the economic opportunities. She said that she believes in affording the children with every opportunity that is beneficial and desirous of the children in aiding in their success in life. Until their April trial, the court has ordered the former couple to attempt to resolve their issues through mediation. The U.S. Sun has reached out to Melody and Martell's attorneys for comment. Of course, no comment during that time, I don't think. And then it just goes into where Martell was arrested January of 2024, which was for the DV, third-degree harassment, which was directly connected to the Revenge P situation between he and Melody. So they have been going back and forth since, what, 2021. And then there are allegations out there, like I said, of Martell abusing the children. So this is not like this is something that he heard for the very first time. For you to not be able to see your children for 56 days, there was something there that Child Protective Services stepped in and they saw, the courts also saw and deemed necessary for that to happen. But he says in this particular instance, the most recent incident, that it did not happen. He was able to go to court and have it dismissed. So we'll have to accept that because that's what the courts had to say. What do y'all think about that? Let me know. This is a quick pop in, so we're not going to be here all day, but thank you guys so much for joining this video. Please sound off on the updated information that we've given you guys in each of these posts. All right. I will be responding to each and every comment as I try to, and I appreciate you all. Thank you to my top flights, Tiffany Thomas, Rose Armstead, and True TV Podcast. For modding, and thank you guys also for the content creators in here as well as the Caramelians in the bushes as well as in the chat. Sound off, let me know what y'all think, and you can be truthful with how you feel. Nobody's going to be attacked, okay? We don't allow that over here, but again, I would love to hear what you guys think about what we discussed in this video. Until the next one, you guys have a wonderful day, and we'll be back with another video. Thank you guys. Bye.